My precious child, stop everything you're doing right now. Put down whatever is in your hands, turn off the distractions, silence the noise around you, because what I'm about to tell you is so urgent, so critical, so deeply important that if you miss this message, you will regret it for the rest of your life. This is not just another video that randomly appeared on your screen. This is not a coincidence. This is not chance. This is divine intervention. This is heaven breaking through the barriers of time and space to reach you at this exact moment, because someone who loves you more than life itself is crying out for you from the other side. Your mother. Yes, your mother who has passed from this earthly realm into eternity. Your mother who held you when you were born. Your mother who stayed awake countless nights worrying about you, praying for you, protecting you. Your mother who sacrificed her own comfort, her own dreams, her own desires so that you could have a better life. Your mother whose love for you didn't end when her heart stopped beating. That mother, your mother, is in heaven right now and she is crying. Not tears of joy, not tears of peace, but tears of deep, aching concern, tears of worry, tears of desperation, because she sees something that you cannot see. She knows something that you don't know yet. And she has been pleading with God, begging the Almighty, interceding with every ounce of her eternal being to get this message to you before it's too late. Listen to me very carefully, my child. I need you to hear not just with your ears, but with your spirit. With that deep place inside of you that still remembers her voice, that still feels her touch, that still longs for her embrace, that still wishes you could pick up the phone and call her one more time, that still aches with the emptiness her absence created. I need you to connect with that place right now because that's where this message needs to land. That's where the truth needs to penetrate. That's where the warning needs to take root. Your mother is crying because you are about to make a mistake, a decision, a choice, a commitment, something that in this moment might seem right to you, might seem reasonable, might seem like the answer you've been looking for, might seem like the opportunity you've been waiting for, might seem like the relationship that will finally fill that void, might seem like the solution to your problems. But from her vantage point in heaven, where she can see the beginning from the end, where she can see the hidden motives of people's hearts, where she can see the consequences that haven't manifested yet, where she can see the trap that's been set for you, she sees the truth. And the truth is breaking her heart. She sees you standing at the edge of a decision that will alter the course of your life. And not in a good way. She sees the pain that's coming if you take that step. She sees the regret that will haunt you. She sees the tears you will cry. She sees the years you will lose. She sees the damage that will be done not just to you, but to your children, to your family, to your future, to your destiny. And she cannot bear to watch it happen without fighting for you from the realm of eternity. So she has been praying. She has been interceding. She has been standing before the throne of God, reminding him of every prayer she prayed over you when you were young, every sacrifice she made for you, every night she went without so you could have, every tear she shed in secret asking God to protect you and guide you and keep you on the right path. And God, who honors a mother's prayers even after she has left this earth, who treasures the intercession of his faithful children, who never forgets the devotion of those who served him, God has heard her cries. God has seen her tears. God has honored her request. And he has moved heaven and earth to get this message to you right now. This video didn't appear on your screen by algorithm. It appeared because angels were dispatched, because the Holy Spirit orchestrated circumstances, because divine timing intersected with your human timeline, because your mother's love reached across the dimensions that separate the living from the dead and pulled this message directly into your path. Now, let me tell you what she sees. Let me tell you what is making her cry. There is someone in your life right now, or someone who is about to enter your life very soon, and this person is not what they appear to be. On the surface, they seem wonderful, they seem caring, they seem supportive, they seem like exactly what you need. They say all the right things. They show up at the right times. They make you feel seen, valued, appreciated. They make you feel like finally someone understands you. Finally someone gets you. Finally someone sees your worth. But your mother sees what you cannot see. She sees their true heart. She sees their real motives. She sees the manipulation behind the sweet words. She sees the control hiding beneath the caring gestures. She sees the abuse that will come after the honeymoon phase ends. She sees the financial devastation they will cause. She sees the addiction they're hiding. She sees the other relationship they haven't told you about. She sees the lies they've built their entire persona upon. She sees the darkness they've dressed up as light. She sees the trap disguised as opportunity. She sees the prison disguised as freedom. She sees the death disguised as life. And she is crying because she knows you. She knows how you think. She knows your vulnerabilities. She knows your wounds. She knows your loneliness. She knows your desperation to be loved, to be valued, to be chosen. She knows the emptiness that her death left in your heart. She knows how badly you want someone to fill that void. She knows how tired you are of being strong, of being alone, of carrying everything by yourself. She knows all of this because she's your mother. She knew you before you knew yourself. She understood your heart before you had words to express it. And because she knows you so well, she knows that you're vulnerable right now. She knows that you're at a point in your life where you're more likely to ignore the red flags because you're desperate for the green light. She knows that you're tired of being cautious, tired of being wise, tired of being careful. She knows that you're ready to throw caution to the wind and just take a chance on something, someone, anything that promises to make you feel alive again, loved again, hopeful again. She knows all of this, and that's exactly why she's crying, because she sees you teetering on the edge of a decision that will destroy you. My child, your mother wants me to tell you this. Stop. Stop right where you are. Stop what you're planning. Stop what you're considering. Stop what you're about to commit to. Stop ignoring the warnings your spirit has been giving you. Stop dismissing the concerns that people who genuinely love you have been expressing. Stop defending someone who doesn't deserve your defense. Stop making excuses for behavior that has no excuse. Stop convincing yourself that this time it will be different. Stop believing promises that have no track record. Stop investing in someone who hasn't proven they're worth the investment. Stop rushing into something that God hasn't confirmed. Stop. Just stop. Pause, breathe, step back, create space. Give yourself time. Give God room to show you the truth. Give the Holy Spirit permission to reveal what's hidden. Give your discernment a chance to operate. Give wisdom an opportunity to guide you. Give your mother's prayers time to work on your behalf. Give heaven the chance to intervene before you make a decision you cannot easily undo. Your mother is saying this to you from heaven. My child, I didn't raise you to settle. I didn't sacrifice for you to be with someone who will diminish you. I didn't pray for your future only to watch you throw it away on someone who doesn't deserve you. I didn't work my fingers to the bone to give you opportunities just so you could squander them on a relationship that will drain you. I didn't endure hardship to provide for you only to see you attach yourself to someone who will take everything from you and give nothing in return. She's saying, I know you miss me. I know my absence has created a void. I know you're looking for comfort, for security, for love. But please, please don't try to fill the space I left with someone who will hurt you. Don't confuse companionship with exploitation. Don't mistake attention for affection. Don't confuse words with character. Don't confuse promises with proof. Don't confuse intensity for intimacy. Don't confuse someone wanting you with someone valuing you. Your mother is also crying because she sees something else. She sees that this mistake you're about to make isn't just about this one person or this one decision. It's about a pattern. It's about a wound that hasn't healed. It's about a need that hasn't been properly filled. It's about a void that you keep trying to fill with the wrong things, the wrong people, the wrong choices. She sees that ever since she left, you've been searching for something, someone to make you feel the way she made you feel, safe, loved, protected, valued, seen. And in that searching, you've become vulnerable to people who recognize your hunger and exploit it. She wants you to know that the emptiness you feel is real. The loneliness is valid. The longing is understandable. But the answer is not found in another human being who comes wrapped in red flags and warning signs. The answer is not found in rushing into something that your spirit is cautioning you against. The answer is not found in ignoring wisdom because you're tired of waiting. The answer is found in healing, in allowing God to fill what only God can fill, in allowing time to do its work, in allowing the Holy Spirit to prepare you for what He has prepared for you. Your mother sees something else too. She sees your destiny. She sees what God has called you to do. She sees the purpose that's embedded in your DNA. She sees the potential that's waiting to be unlocked. She sees the blessing that's being prepared for you. She sees the right person, the right opportunity, the right season that God has ordained for you. And she sees that this mistake you're about to make will delay all of it, will derail all of it, will potentially destroy all of it. That's why her tears are so urgent. That's why this message had to reach you now before the damage is done, before the contract is signed, before the commitment is made, before the relationship progresses, before the investment is completed, before the decision becomes irreversible. Let me tell you what specific mistake your mother is crying about. And as I describe it, you will know in your spirit whether this is speaking to you or not. Some of you are about to marry someone who has been lying to you about major parts of their life. Your mother sees the truth that they've been hiding. She sees the debt they haven't disclosed. She sees the children they haven't mentioned. She sees the previous marriages they've minimized or hidden completely. She sees the addiction that they've been concealing. She sees the anger that will erupt once they feel secure in the relationship. She sees the control that will manifest once the ring is on your finger. She sees the abuse that's waiting beneath the charming exterior. And she is begging you, investigate before you commit. Ask the hard questions. Demand proof, not just promises. Don't ignore the inconsistencies. Don't dismiss your doubts. Don't let them rush you. A person with nothing to hide doesn't mind being investigated. A person with pure intentions welcomes transparency. If they're pressuring you, pushing you, rushing you, making you feel guilty for being cautious, that itself is the red flag. Some of you are about to enter into a business partnership or financial agreement with someone who seems trustworthy but has a hidden agenda. Your mother sees the trap. She sees the fine print you're not reading carefully. She sees the clause that will destroy you later. She sees the person who will take everything and leave you with the debt. She sees the scam disguised as opportunity. She sees the pyramid scheme dressed up as legitimate business. She sees the manipulation designed to separate you from your money, your property, your security. And she is crying out, don't sign anything yet. Get legal counsel. Get it reviewed by someone who has no financial stake in the deal. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If they're pressuring you to decide quickly, that's because they don't want you to have time to discover the truth. Slow down. Investigate. Protect yourself. Some of you are about to make a medical decision, a surgery, a treatment, a procedure, and your mother sees that there's a better option you haven't explored yet. She sees that the doctor you're trusting has a profit motive rather than your best interest at heart. She sees that there's a second opinion you need to get. She sees that there's a natural solution you haven't considered. She sees that your body needs time to heal naturally rather than being cut into prematurely. She's not saying ignore medical advice. She's saying get multiple perspectives. Don't rush into something irreversible. Research thoroughly. Pray specifically. Give God time to guide you to the right answer. Some of you are about to cut off a family member, a friend, a relationship because someone else has poisoned your perception of them. Your mother sees the lies that have been whispered in your ear. She sees the manipulation that's been used to isolate you from people who genuinely love you. She sees the person who's been playing both sides, creating division, spreading misinformation. She sees that the person you're angry at isn't actually guilty of what you've been told. She sees that someone with a wicked agenda has been systematically destroying your relationships so they can have more control over you. And she is begging you, talk to that person directly. Don't make assumptions based on what you heard secondhand. Don't destroy a genuine relationship based on lies fed to you by someone with ulterior motives. Verify before you cut people off. Some relationships are worth fighting for. Some connections are too valuable to lose over misunderstandings created by manipulators. Some of you are about to give up on something God told you to do. You're about to quit the dream, close the business, leave the ministry, abandon the calling, and your mother is crying because she sees that you're 3 steps away from breakthrough. You're one decision away from the miracle. You're in the final stretch before the victory. The enemy knows this, so he's intensifying the pressure, magnifying the obstacles, amplifying the discouragement. He wants you to quit right before you win. And your mother is saying from heaven, don't you dare give up now. Not after everything you've invested. Not after all you've sacrificed. Not after how far you've come. Not when you're this close. Push through the fatigue. Press past the opposition. Persevere through the doubt. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Some of you are about to relocate, move to a new city, a new country, a new situation, and your mother sees danger in that location. She sees that the opportunity isn't what it seems. She sees that the person inviting you has hidden motives. She sees the unsafe environment you'd be entering. She sees the isolation that would occur. She sees you being trapped far from family, far from support, far from help. And she is warning you, do not move there. That opportunity is not from God. That offer is bait for a trap. Stay where you are. Wait for God's clear direction. If it's really God's plan, it will still be available after you've properly vetted it. Don't let anyone rush you into uprooting your life based on pressure or promises. Some of you are about to lend money, caution a loan, invest in someone's project, and your mother sees that you will never get that money back. She sees the person asking has a pattern of taking advantage of people. She sees that they have no real plan to repay you. She sees that your generosity is being exploited. She sees that your resources are being targeted. She sees that this will create financial hardship for you and your own children. And she is saying, it's okay to say no. It's okay to protect your resources. Generosity is beautiful, but wisdom is essential. Help people in ways that don't endanger your own stability. If someone truly values you, they won't pressure you to jeopardize your financial security for them. Now, my child, I need you to understand something crucial. Your mother isn't crying just because she sees the mistake you're about to make. She's crying because she knows you. She knows that you're not going to want to hear this. She knows you've already made up your mind. She knows you're going to be tempted to dismiss this message as just another random video. She knows you might defend the person or situation I'm warning you about. She knows you might feel angry at this message for challenging something you've already decided. She knows your pride might make you stubborn. She knows your fear of being alone might make you settle. She knows all of this. And that's breaking her heart even more. Because she remembers times when she tried to warn you about things while she was alive, and you didn't listen. She remembers trying to tell you about that friend who wasn't really your friend, and you defended them until they eventually betrayed you exactly as she predicted. She remembers trying to caution you about that decision, and you thought she was being overprotective until you experienced the consequences she foresaw. She remembers the times you learned the hard way because you wouldn't receive the wisdom she offered the easy way, and she's crying because she sees it happening again. But this time, she can't sit you down at the kitchen table. She can't hold your hand. She can't look into your eyes. She can't use her physical presence to emphasize how serious this is. All she can do is pray and hope that somehow, someway, God will get this message through to you. And you're reading it right now, which means He has. So here's what I need you to do. Right now, in this moment, I need you to have an honest conversation with yourself. I need you to think about what I've been describing. I need you to ask yourself, is there a person, a situation, a decision in my life right now that this could be referring to. And be honest, your spirit already knows. That nudge you've been feeling, that discomfort you've been ignoring, that warning bell that's been ringing softly in the background, that's your mother's prayers at work. That's the Holy Spirit trying to get your attention. That's God giving you an exit ramp before you drive off the cliff. And I need you to do something else. I need you to talk to your mother. Yes, I know she's in heaven, but she can hear you. Pray, speak out loud. Tell her you received this message. Tell her you're listening. Tell her you want to honor her even though she's not here physically. Tell her you're willing to reconsider what you've been planning. Tell her you're open to God showing you the truth. Tell her you're not going to let pride or stubbornness cause you to make a decision you'll regret. Tell her you love her and you trust that she still knows what's best for you. And then do this. Wait. Wait for 72 hours before you make that decision. Wait for 3 days before you sign anything, commit to anything, say yes to anything major. Give God 3 days to show you what you need to see. Give the Holy Spirit 3 days to reveal what's been hidden. Give wisdom 3 days to rise up in your spirit. Give your mother's prayers 3 days to work on your behalf. If after 3 days of honest prayer and seeking God's face, you still have complete peace about the decision, then proceed with caution. But if in those 3 days, things start to become clear, if masks start to slip, if truth starts to surface, if your peace evaporates, you'll know this message was specifically for you. Your mother also wants you to know this. She's not just crying because of what you're about to do wrong. She's also crying tears of hope because of what you're about to do right. She sees that you're at a crossroads. She sees that this message has the power to completely change your trajectory. She sees that if you heed this warning, if you make the wise choice, if you honor God's guidance, you will avoid years of pain. You will sidestep a disaster. You will protect your future. You will preserve your destiny. And she sees what's on the other side of your obedience. She sees you, 6 months from now, looking back on this moment with profound gratitude. She sees you saying, "Thank God I listened. Thank God I waited. Thank God I didn't rush into that. Thank God I paid attention to the warning." She sees you realizing that what you thought you wanted was actually a disaster disguised as desire. She sees you understanding that God was protecting you, not punishing you, when He put up roadblocks to that relationship, that deal, that decision. She sees something else too. She sees the real blessing that God has for you. She sees the right person who's being prepared for you while you're being prepared for them. She sees the genuine opportunity that's coming that won't require you to compromise your values or ignore your discernment. She sees the breakthrough that will come without shady dealings or manipulation. She sees the love that will arrive without red flags and warning signs. She sees the abundance that will flow without strings attached. She sees the peace that will surround the right choice. She sees all of this. And she's not just crying tears of warning, she's crying tears of hope because she knows that if you listen, if you obey, if you trust God's timing, you will experience everything He has promised you. Your mother wants you to know something else. She's so proud of you. Even with the struggles you've faced since she left, even with the mistakes you've made, even with the times you've stumbled, she's proud of you for still standing, for still trying, for still believing, for still hoping, for still pushing forward despite the grief, despite the loss, despite the emptiness her absence created. She wants you to know that she sees your strength, she sees your resilience, she sees your heart, and she knows that you have what it takes to make the right decision here. You have what it takes to choose wisdom over emotion. You have what it takes to honor God even when it's hard. You have what it takes to wait for what's right instead of settling for what's available. She's also saying this: don't feel guilty about moving forward with your life. Don't feel guilty about being happy. Don't feel guilty about finding love again if you've lost a spouse. Don't feel guilty about succeeding even though she's not here to see it in person. She is seeing it. She is celebrating with you. She wants you to live fully, love deeply, laugh often, dream boldly. The best way to honor her memory is not by remaining stuck in grief, but by becoming everything she prayed you would become. by fulfilling every purpose God placed in your heart, by walking in the blessing she interceded for, by living the abundant life she sacrificed to make possible for you. But she also wants you to live wisely, to make choices that honor God, to partner with people who have integrity, to enter relationships that are blessed by heaven, to pursue opportunities that align with your calling, to invest your time, energy, and resources in things that will bear good fruit. That's what this warning is about. It's not about limiting your joy. It's about protecting your future. It's not about making you paranoid. It's about making you wise. It's not about seeing danger everywhere. It's about recognizing danger where it actually exists so you can avoid it. Now let me tell you what's going to happen after you receive this message. Some of you are going to see confirmation within 24 to 48 hours. You're going to see something, hear something, discover something that proves this warning was accurate. The person I've been warning you about is going to slip up. They're going to reveal something they meant to keep hidden. They're going to get caught in a lie. They're going to show their true colors in a moment when they think you're not paying attention. Pay attention to that. Don't dismiss it. Don't make excuses for it. Don't rationalize it. Receive it as confirmation that God is showing you the truth for your protection. Some of you are going to have a dream. In that dream, your mother might appear to you. She might not say anything, but her presence will communicate everything you need to know. Or you might dream about the situation you're dealing with, and in the dream, you'll see the outcome clearly. The trap, the pain, the regret. Don't dismiss that dream. Dreams are one of the ways God speaks to us when our conscious mind is too busy or too stubborn to listen. Some of you are going to see signs. You might find an old photo of your mother unexpectedly. You might hear a song that she loved. You might smell a scent that reminds you of her. You might have someone mention her name out of nowhere. You might see her favorite flower. You might find a note she wrote years ago. These aren't coincidences. These are confirmations. These are heaven's way of saying, yes, that message was real. Yes, it was for you. Yes, you need to pay attention. Some of you are going to feel a sudden shift in your spirit. That confusion you've been feeling is going to lift. That fog is going to clear. That doubt is going to dissolve into clarity. You're going to suddenly see things you couldn't see before. You're going to understand dynamics you didn't understand before. You're going to recognize patterns you missed before. That's the Holy Spirit opening your eyes. That's your mother's prayers being answered. That's God removing the veil that the enemy was using to keep you deceived. And when these confirmations come, and they will come, I need you to act on them. Don't just acknowledge them and then continue on the same path. Actually change your course. Actually make different decisions. Actually create distance from what you now know is dangerous. Actually say no to what God is showing you is wrong for you. Faith without works is dead. Revelation without action is meaningless. God has gone through tremendous effort to get this warning to you. Honor that by actually heeding the warning. I also want to tell you what your mother wants you to do moving forward. She wants you to pray more, to spend time in God's presence, to read His Word, to cultivate your relationship with Him so that His voice becomes unmistakable to you. She wants you to surround yourself with people who have spiritual wisdom, who will tell you the truth even when it's hard to hear, who will pray for you and with you. She wants you to trust your discernment. When something feels off, it probably is. When you don't have peace, there's a reason. When your spirit is troubled, pay attention to that. She wants you to set standards and keep them. Don't lower your standards because you're tired of waiting. Don't compromise your values because you're lonely. Don't settle for less than you deserve because you're afraid nothing better will come. She didn't raise you to settle. She didn't pray for you to end up with just anyone or just anything. She prayed for God's best for your life. And God's best is worth waiting for. She wants you to heal, to deal with the grief properly instead of burying it, to get counseling if you need it, to talk about your feelings instead of pretending you're fine, to let yourself cry when you need to cry, to let yourself miss her without feeling guilty, to process the loss in healthy ways instead of trying to fill the void with things or people that can't truly fill it. Only God can fill that space she left. Only time and healing can ease that ache. Don't short-circuit the healing process by making decisions from a place of unhealed pain. She wants you to be patient, to wait for God's timing, to trust that He knows what He's doing even when you can't see the full picture, to believe that what He has for you is better than anything you could rush into on your own, to understand that delays are not denials, they're divine protection. When God closes a door, it's because that path would hurt you. When He makes you wait, it's because something better is being prepared. When He says not yet, it's because not now would equal not good. She wants you to forgive, to let go of bitterness toward people who hurt you, to release the resentment you've been carrying, to forgive yourself for mistakes you've made, to stop punishing yourself for things that are already covered by grace. Unforgiveness is a weight that will keep you from moving forward. It's a chain that will keep you bound to the past. It's a poison that will destroy you from the inside. Your mother knows this. She's in heaven now, where